Hi, my name is Sean. I'm with AC Recycling, and today I'm going to show you how to extract copper out of the electric motors. The way you're going to have 10 pounds of steel, 1 pound of cast, and 2 pounds of copper. First, you start off. You can either use a screw gun or you can use a chisel to chisel the screws away from the motor. I like to use a chisel because the screw gun, sometimes you run into bolts that are stripped and stuff like that. With the chisel, it doesn't matter. It's going to come off either way. Once I chisel them off, I take my hammer. You can either, this one here, I got the motor off of a squirrel cage, and I use a press. I use a press to press the motors out of the squirrel cage. But a lot of times I like to use a torch, because the torch will cut that off, and this piece here will come off. Because you still got the piece of cast on that right there. You know, that's your preference on what you want to do. To extract what I like to use when I'm cutting the copper windings in the motor, I like to use an air chisel. To me, that's the most fastest, efficient way to extract the copper off of the motor. Some people use pliers, some people use a hand chisel. I see some people use sawzalls. I see some people use concrete saws. To me, it's just a waste of time. It's too much movement. When you're scrapping, the less time you spend processing something, the more money you make. And when they tell you money is time, they're telling you the truth. So once you perfect this technique, you should be able to do a motor a minute. That's your average person should be able to process a motor a minute. That'll give you like 60 motors in an hour. So you can do, 60 times 2 on your copper ratio, and 60 times 10 on your steel ratio, and 60 times 1 on your cast ratio. And you can see right over, you can compare apples to what I'm paying for the motors, what it is, what material I'm getting out of the motors, times it, and also put your factor your time into the equation also. Because if it's taking you too long to do the motor, then you're not making money. On average, once you start the rolling, perfect the technique, it should only take you 1 minute. 1 minute to do a motor. I'm finna start up now. But before I do, make sure that you have your gloves on and some sort of safety glasses, because this stuff does pop. When I start chiseling the motor, I want to start on the side that has the wires on it. Because I want to cut on the side that doesn't have the wires on it, and then I want to pull from the side that has the wires on it. And again, people, you don't have to worry about taking this stuff here off, because it's still going to be number 2 copper. You can't upgrade this type of material to get number 1, so forget about it. Okay, we're going to start. And what I also do is I take my chisel to my air gun. That way it's less movement when I'm starting to cut the copper. You can pick this air chisel up at either you can pick it up at a flea market. You can find them at garage sales. You also could get them at Northern for like $10 or $15, and the same thing with the chisel. And then you also want to make sure that you have like a your air machine. You want to make sure it's continuous run, because you're gonna need that air built up to cut these windings. All right, we finished start. That's the first one, and then you cut the corner. clean cut. Basically clean. And that's what you're gonna like, folks. All you gotta do is this. Two pounds of copper, 10 pounds of steel, 1 pound of cash. Just that easy. Again, my name is Sean, and with AC Recycling. Thanks for watching my video.